Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Toddy Walnuts coming at you. It's about noon. Temperature's about 45 degrees. I was out here a couple days ago. This is a little nature trail out here in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. A couple days ago I did a live feed out here. I did some chatting. I had a really good time. Unfortunately, the footage was pretty bad. It was unwatchable, so I deleted it from the channel. I'm gonna reshoot the video and give you guys a better viewing of this place that I used to come to since I was a kid. Some of it has changed a little bit, but a lot of it has stayed the same, and I did have some fond memories of walking around out here. There's a chain of ponds that will be coming up. It's kind of a swamp area, kind of marshy. A lot of wildlife out here, a lot of deer, fox, coyote, a lot of waterfowl, geese and ducks. And the chain of ponds back over in here. We used to do some fishing as kids. And a lot of people come back here walking just to get some exercise, walk their dogs. This place was definitely worth a reshoot here so I can get some footage up on the channel. Get a little exercise, a little fresh air. So this was kind of the start of the first pond. There's a lot of panfish in here, a lot of bluegill, crappie, perch, some bass in here too. It's a pretty big carp, snapping turtles. Yesterday we got up to about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which was really nice. I got to open up some windows in the house, get some fresh air circulating. I was feeling really good. And today it dropped about 30 plus degrees. We're in the 40s now. I'm wearing a hoodie and a skull cap. Still gonna enjoy this day though. Better times are coming. I'll try to recreate some of the stuff that I saw last time. There's a lot of Native American artifacts out here in the southeastern corner of Wisconsin. And here was one of the artifacts that I found last time I left it here. This is an old plastic water bottle. And the Indians used to bottle their own water back in the day. And they would store it for the winter when everything was frozen, then they would drink the water when they needed it. So that's a really nice old piece right there. I'm going to leave it for an archaeologist to find it. Of course, I'm joking, but trying to find a little humor in these times that we're in right now. Over here to the left is the railroad bed for the coal train that goes to the local power plant. Everything is so quiet. It's so peaceful. But it's that eerily quietness it's nerve-wracking, you know, knowing what we're all going through right now. It's only a matter of time and we'll be past all this stuff. I'm not going to bring that up anymore the rest of the video. This is kind of an escape from that. I doubt we'll see any deer. It's like I said, it's around noon, I think, a little bit past. And they're usually out early in the morning. when they look for food, and they kind of hunker down midday and rest. There's the marshy little wetland area coming up here to the left, and you'll be able to hear a bunch of bullfrogs croaking. I'll see if I can sneak in there without them detecting me. The other day when I was here, I stepped on a little twig and it popped and they all stopped croaking. There's another artifact I found. Native American artifact. These are the Swisher Sweet Classic. That's how I knew it was authentic. It's the classic. And the Indians used to build teepees out here. And then they would all light up cigars and have like a peace smoke. It's supposed to be cold the next couple days, next 3 or 4 days, and we're even supposed to get snow again, just flurries. But after having that 80-degree day yesterday, I don't want to go back to snow, even though I'm quite used to it here in Wisconsin. So this was the big portion of the pond. And people used to actually even get out here on canoes and try to find little fishing holes, little spots by the cattails and around the little inlets over there. But it looks like somebody came through, who knows when. I haven't been out here in probably 10 years, other than the other day. Looked like somebody joined these two ponds together. That was the first little short pond I showed you guys, but now it's kind of like one big, almost like a channel, it used to be a little chain of ponds, and now they connected it to make it one long pond. You could tell that this is Native American craftsmanship right here. That's definitely a vintage bridge that the Indians made probably hundreds of years ago. It's still standing. That's unbelievable. See the back end of that little pond over there is very deep, much deeper than even the bigger pond was. I don't know why that is, but and this is more or less like a marshy swamp area back in here. Maybe I'll come back at night one of these days and I'll do a video look for Sasquatch or werewolves and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure they're out here. But this time of day they're probably hunkered down, so we're definitely not going to see Bigfoot today, unfortunately. But I'll come back at night sometime and I'll see if I can get that for you. Let's take a little walk over here and see. Here's an old Native American artifact. I think this is the kind of whiskey they used to drink. Yeah, they used to drink the 375 milliliters. I know that was a favorite because they were small enough they can put it in their, in their little pouch as they're walking around. Right next to where they keep their arrows and stuff. It's pretty handy. Comes in handy that way. They had their bigger bottles in the teepees and stuff, so. It really is very beautiful back here, though. It's very serene and peaceful. The air is clean. Just see if I can get back toward the river, kind of bushwhacking it through without going through the trails. Take a different little way. If I can. It looks like it's getting kind of deep over here. Oops, sorry about that. The cord got hung up on that branch. There's a lot of broken limbs and dead trees laying around. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. If you want to comment below, let me know what you've been up to. What things are you doing to keep yourself busy and occupied? I'd like to hear from you guys. Something looks a little weird over here. What the heck is this? I think this is what the Indians used to kind of spruce up their teepee. Like they would have a planted flower right in front of the homestead. Kind of liven up the village. Look at this tree. Kind of an odd shape. I don't think I'm going to go too much further this way. This would definitely be cool though to come back at night. Probably be pretty creepy back here. A little bit of breeze coming straight on to me, so I hope it's not affecting the audio. I do have my lapel mic today. Last time I did not, so hopefully this will help a little bit. It wasn't really the audio that was bad last time, a couple days ago. The video quality was just terrible. I got a bad signal back in here on the live feed. I don't know if you can hear that, but I hear several dogs barking. There's not really any private property nearby, so I assume it's somebody just walking their dogs out here in the woods. Usually coyotes, they keep very quiet until they strike a kill. Then they get very loud and whiny. If you've ever heard a coyote kill an animal, it's almost like the coyote shrieks, and it doesn't even sound like a natural animal. It sounds like a monster almost. Oh, here's an artifact over here. Yeah, that's another Native American artifact. I don't know if you can see it. But this is vintage. All jokes aside, though, this is probably 60, 70 years old. Probably an old tractor tire, front wheel. I don't know if you guys can see the snow flurries. Let's see if I can get a good angle where you can see them coming down. It's a really sunny day. There's some blue in the sky. Trying to see if I can scan the area, take you guys to any place that looks interesting, but it all looks pretty much the same. And now we're starting to get into deeper water, and I don't have rubber boots on. I just have regular tennis shoes, so I think we'll start heading back up over this way. Besides this tree here. That's an oldie. That's over 100 years old. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is. If anybody knows, is that an old oak tree? That might be what it is. Let's see if we can find evidence of like black walnuts on the ground here. Some kind of nut that falls off the tree. I'm not sure if oak trees even produce walnuts. I'm not sure how that works. Is it a walnut tree that I don't know. I think oak tree produces like acorns, I think, right? I would imagine this place is very humid in the winter, in the summertime. It's probably almost unbearable because it's so damp back here, and with that like a 95 degree day in the summer, it would probably be hard to even breathe back here. I wish I had more interesting things to tell you guys or show you guys, but unfortunately today it's just one of these days. Just wanted to get out, get some fresh air. I'm tired of being cooped up in the house all the time. I miss people. I miss contact with people. For the most part, I'm kind of a loner anyway. but that's by choice. Now that I'm a loner because I have to be, that's when it starts to get a little bit irritating after a while. I understand why we're doing it, don't get me wrong. And every one of you out there should be isolating too. But it gets lonely. That's why I wish I could come out here live and chat with you guys. It would be like I'm taking you along with me. Oh boy. What did I get myself into here? Let's see if we can make a little bridge. Yeah, there we go. I'll get back to the main trail and we'll go around the pond, come back around, and I'll start heading back to my car. I'll try to keep this video around 30 to 40 minutes. I'm sure most of you won't even watch it, but for those that want to, I'm doing this for you, even if it's just one person out there. I hope this makes your day a little bit better. Okay, so here's kind of one of the main trails right here, overlooking the pond. This was the bigger pond that I showed you earlier. We were just back in this way over here. I had to stop for a minute and make a phone call. Somebody called me and I had to return. Usually I just let the phone calls go, but it was a relative and they were checking on me. I was a little bit worried at first, but everything's good for now. And we will be coming up to the river shortly. Again, I apologize about the bouncy quality. I have an iPhone X. I've had it for a couple of years. I love it. Except for recording videos like this where I'm walking, the stability of the phone is not very good. I had a 9 before this, and it seemed like even the 9 had a better stability for recording than the X does, but it's part of the river right there. We're going to be coming up on that shortly. Here's another piece of the back of the pond. These little inlets and little jetties. I thought I would see more people back here, just trying to get away, but I haven't seen anybody, not one person out here. think they put these orange barrels out here because in the winter they use these trails for skiing and snowmobiling, and I think that's kind of like a little warning that you're getting close to the river. At least I think that's what it's for. I don't know why else a construction barrel would be out in the woods like this. But there was a bunch of them in that little swamp area. Get a little closer down here to the river. Well, my microphone got tangled up on a tree and I lost my little lapel piece. Let me pause it for a second. I'll get right back with you guys. Okay, hopefully this will work. I got tangled up in some of the branches as I was coming down that hill, and it pulled my lapel mic right off the little holder, and the holder was still stuck on my shirt, so I just had to pop it back in. Wanted to give you guys a little closer view here of the river, the Root River, R-O-O-T. It's the longest river we have in Wisconsin. A lot of recreational, a lot of fishing, a lot of boating, canoeing, kayaking. These on the left are probably coyote or dog, and that one is a raccoon. If I would have brought a lawn chair with me, I would park it right here and sit right here for like a half an hour and just listen to the river, breathe in that air, relax, and let all of my stress and worry melt away. How beautiful is that? Supposed to start getting a little rain in about an hour. That's why I wanted to come out now, get some footage for you guys, for myself and for you guys, for all my friends and YouTube family out there. Oop, I got hung up again. Almost did the same thing. Little branches have thorns on them, and they're very, once they stick in your clothes, it's hard to get them out. Like little barbs on them or something. Very durable. They won't break. They're very rubbery. You can hear the wind. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The wind is definitely coming in hard from the north. I'm walking into the west. The wind is coming back. hard right now. I think that storm's coming in. So it's probably going to be sleet, probably rain and snow mix. More rain than snow. This is where I came back the other day when I was doing a live stream out here. There's a little path that kind of goes to a train trestle, and there's a big bend in the river. I think I'll go up there, and that's where I'll say goodbye to you guys, and then I'll start heading back to my car before that rain hits. I don't mind rain. Actually, I love rain. We always need rain. But I don't want to get caught in it when it's 40 degrees outside. Yeah, you can see how the blue sky is disappearing. Well, it's still kind of bluish there, but it's becoming more gray. I'm looking for suggestions on videos to make. I've been in talks with Curious World, the YouTube creator over at his own channel, Curious World. And we're talking about doing a collaboration on a pretty cool little project that we've been talking about. But other than that, I need some ideas from you guys. What would you like to see on my channel? I'm open to constructive criticism too. If there's things I do that annoy you or things you think I should stop doing or start doing more of, I'm open to suggestions. If anybody out there wants to do some kind of collaboration of some sort, I'm open to ideas. So here's the Root River again. And here's a train trestle coming up over here. This is the bridge for the railroad, for the coal train. Here's a little baby deer, a youngster. The deer prints out here. I've been really bored lately. I need something to do, so even if you just want to pop into the comment section and say hi, that would be a highlight of my day. Well, she must have been, those are bigger, so it was probably a mom and her doe or her fawn. So a couple days ago I went up on that bridge, but I'm not going to do it today. There's really nothing up there to see anyway. It looks better from down here, I think. You know, it's amazing if you think about it. The technology that they can build a bridge in a swamp over a river that transports coal cars that are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds that go through here on a regular basis, day after day after night after day after night. There's constantly coal cars going to and from the power plant. And everything down here is steady in the swamp and over a river. And there's a little bit of graffiti down here, but for the most part, we don't really get too much of that out here in these parts. This is more country than anything else, and a lot of the graffiti artists kind of stay toward the city. Which is good, you know. I mean, some of that graffiti is beautiful. I mean, some of those guys are talented. And they can really come up with a can of paint, they can create masterpieces. But, you know, places like this out here in the nature, you don't need to tag things out here. Leave it alone. A little slippery, but I made it. Didn't fall yet. Oh, look at the size of those bad boys there. That's a big one. There's a channel I watch. Well, there's a lot of channels I watch, but there's a guy out here on YouTube. His name is the Wandering Woodsman, and he lived out on the East Coast in Pennsylvania. And he does a lot of these nature videos like this, but he has really interesting places that he goes to, historical monuments and ruins of historical buildings. And I'm going to link his channel below if you guys are interested in these nature out and about videos. I would really recommend going to check out the Wandering Woodsman. Tell him Toddy Walnut sent you. Very nice guy named Cliff. Very down to earth, very knowledgeable. He's intelligent, very intelligent. And I think he's actually a high school teacher. He had mentioned in his videos, and he teaches classes like calculus and chemistry, and I mean, this guy, he really knows his stuff, and he's really mellow, and when you watch his videos, they're very relaxing, and you can learn a lot about history too on his channel. Not only can you relax, you learn stuff too, and that's really cool. So I'll leave that link down below. Go check him out, tell him I sent you. It always feels good from one YouTuber to another when he finds out his channel was shouted out on another channel. So if you guys could do that for me, I would appreciate it. His channel's pretty big though too, and I think he's been doing it for around the same time I have. I think I got about 4.5 years under my belt now making videos. I think he's at about 3.5 or 4. But his channel took way off. I mean, I think he's probably close to 100,000 subscribers. I'm not sure. I'm around 3,000, I think. Alright, I'll start making my way back. I will keep this rolling if you want to hang out for a while more. If you even made it this far, probably most of you didn't. If you made it this far into the video, first I want to thank you. But number 2, leave a comment down below. And the magic word today is wood elf. Just type that in if you made it this far to the video. I'll know which one of you guys is a big Toddy Walnuts fan. It would mean a lot to me. Not fan, but Friend is a better word. Just kind of hoping a train would go by. That would be pretty cool. There's a lot of ticks out here too, because the other day when I came out here, did the live stream, by the time I got home, I found 2 ticks on me. They hadn't started to get into my skin, which is good. They were just crawling on me. So I got those off without any damage. The type of land, the type of terrain that they love to sit. They'll sit on a little stalk of grass or a plant, and then when an animal or a person walks by, you rub against the grass or whatever, and they latch into your clothes and they crawl around until they find a place to start eating, basically. And those little bastards are nasty. Wasn't very good. I just dropped my phone. I was talking about the ticks. I gotta find a way to secure this strap. It just dangles out, and then when I hit a branch or something, it either pulls the cord out of the phone or it knocks the phone right out of my hand. But what I was saying is there's not too many bugs or insects or anything like that that bother me, but ticks do. I don't mind spiders or snakes or stuff like that, reptiles and bugs, and there's nothing that really bothers me. But leeches and ticks are the worst. First thing I'm going to do when I get home now, it's about a 20-minute drive. Okay, so as you saw, I dropped my phone. Okay, I was going to end the video there, but I might as well finish this last little stretch here. And like I was saying about the ticks, there's ticks out here, and they're pretty nasty. The other day when I was out here doing a live stream, I got 2 of them on me. So now the first thing I'm going to do is strip down, get into the shower, and check myself before I ready myself. Snakes bother me. There's 2 animals that really gross me out, and that's a leech and a tick. And ticks are just full of disease, and they're so little. That's the worst thing about it. And I hate mosquitoes too, come to think of it. Everybody hates mosquitoes. I'm going to get over to the left edge up here of the pond, and I'll say my goodbyes. And don't forget, if you made it all the way through, comment Wood Elf, WOODELF, and that will let me know who my real people are out there. Now, I mean, in all honesty, I don't expect people to sit and watch all the way through these videos. There's nothing interesting to show. It's just kind of a relaxing getaway. It'd be different if I was showing you guys like historic places or taking you through something, but just walking through the woods is just kind of a way to recharge your mental battery, just to relax and just, you know, let the stress leave for a while. I was thinking about cutting the end of that clip where the phone fell, but I'm going to leave it in. What difference does it make? But here's where we'll say goodbye. I'll get around the corner over here. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I always do appreciate it. And if you want to comment, it'd be good to hear from you. If you want to give me any suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like to see me do on my channel, if you have any ideas or constructive criticism, I'm open. Because I want you guys to enjoy the videos as much as I do making them. So if there's things that I do that you don't like, or things that I don't do that you think I should maybe incorporate into my videos, I'm open for any suggestions. Take care, guys. Thank you, and I will see you next time.